All right, welcome to the NOAKEVBO channel. It's hopefully nothing spontaneously reboots. Want to do some 10-minute chess and want to record a video, so let's do it. Figure why not? All right. Well, what the heck? See, I think I'm gonna angle this camera a little bit different. So then when I'm looking at it, yep, there we go. Yeah, I want that camera angle a little different. All right, so I played some Blitz and I've gone up and down a bunch of freaking times, some severes on each end, but we're kind of right back at 1200. We won a game by basically a blunder turning into a fork because they neglected not to do an eventual fork on me. So I guess that's a good way to end there at 1210, but the highs have been lately about, high 12s. But we're going to work on rapid because that's what we do on this channel because that way our slightly clumsiness with the this thing doesn't quite get affected. So we're gonna do some 10-minute games. Probably won't be doing too many of these videos because I'm gonna be going through a move. I got a lot going on. Gonna have to go through open heart surgery. Just go through a lot of other things that I'm not gonna go into right now. But life's gonna change a lot, so I figure I better play a game while I can. So we'll open up our Diet Pepsi here and get after it here. So we did do some rapping on our own here, and we definitely lost some games. So as you can tell, there's a little drop there, and yeah, we've lost quite a few in a row, haven't we? At least five. It's bad. Yeah, loss. Can we check it some more out? Or no? Probably not. Well, we lost at least five in a row. And yeah, as you can tell, they're all on the same day, so. And the last three we didn't even review because we're no longer a diamond, so. All right, well, why don't we get after it? Let's play. Do a 10-minute. Let's see what happens. All right, the usual king pawn opening for me. And knight with the option to either do Rui Lopez or Italian. I'm going to do the Rui. As much as they're not, they recommend people like me, they're slight intermediates, not to do Rui Lopez type stuff because there's a lot of different ways to play it. But I figure it's the same with that case. So they protected that pawn, so there's no way for me to win a pawn. So let's just get castled early and decide what to do from here. Okay, pinning the queen, whatever. All right, well, why don't you take it if you're so crazy about it? Okay, then don't take it. All right. Move the knight there next. Our queen can go for free here. Trying not to mess the pawns over there. Sure that our bishop has an escape path in case it starts getting a little frisky with the pawns. Now let's mess with his pawns. Why not? And see what cat's hanging. We need to. Let's move the rook. Yeah, this guy's playing fast like me. Not going to get much of an advantage here. The rook's going to come here, right? Protect this. But if not, I'm going to try to challenge this rank. He's thinking, nah, so imagine he has to think something about this. What else does he got? Definitely not going to take that. Definitely not going there. Bishop's kind of in a bad spot. Maybe queen goes down to connect the rooks. Oh, yeah, that. Okay, so plan will be put knight here. We'll be protected by the queen. Move the bishop down to double attack that pawn. I think will be the approach we need to do next. He's going to be thinking about that, so maybe queen goes there. Okay. Well, still got protected. I guess queen could go there to double protect that pawn. Oh, I see. Well, I gotta take it that way then, unfortunately. Yeah, kind of ruined my structure there. But luckily, you can move the king over, and the rook can usually be okay in most lines. But okay, still got a threat here to win this pawn. But if I win the pawn, Then what do I do? Yeah, okay, so he can come down there and hit that, so we don't want that. Protect there. Okay. You got any immediate threats on the king? It doesn't appear to be, but I need to pay attention here. So take the pawn, we can retreat. Okay, where's the knight gonna go? Goes there, then we take it out possibly. Yeah. Let's. Yeah, we have to because we can't let the queen come into here. There's some definite threats going down here. I probably shouldn't ignore. I guess in the meantime, I can take this pawn. Yeah, because the knight goes there, I'm definitely taking it with the bishop. Yeah, I knew that was the plan. We're going to take that with the bishop. He can double up the crap. Oh shit, I forgot about the knight, my dumbass. But I guess it doesn't matter. He can take the knight if he wants. Okay, he opted not to do it. Okay. The bishop can come here. We need to protect that pawn there so we can move the queen to protect there so we can move the rook over. But I imagine he's not going to leave the bishop there. Me with threatening the knight. Or would he protect? I don't think he'd protect. I think you'd come over here, I think. Or here. But I guess if he wanted to, he can move the queen to there. Okay, move the queen to there. So he can't go there. So guess we can slow down his progress by taking this bishop. Just do it. Not the greatest of bishops, but still don't like it hanging around my king. All right, so he's coming there. We kind of already knew that was coming. All right, let's move that there. This pawn's going to protect that from happening. Queen protects there. All right, and he's now threatening that one. So if I move the rook there, he can't go there because I can take it. Move the rook here. See if I have enough time to set up something here. Set some problems up for the black king. We are up the pawn now. Yeah, we kind of knew that was going to happen. So take. I imagine you would take with the rook to get the rook more into the attack. Okay. I think we slide the rook here because he's going to try to challenge my pile there. All right. So I think we need to move the pawn to there to protect that pawn, so we can now then move the queen to help out on the defense. All right. So we're a good minute and a half up, and we're up a pawn, and this pawn is vulnerable, but you can always move that pawn down, I guess, to protect it. Yep, he's challenging that. So if he wants to make that trade, that's fine with me. Because then I'm still threatening the pawn at the end of the day. Yep, that's fine with me. The only problem is I gotta I think I gotta move the queen over to here. This pawn's weak, and if I take the pawn and he brings the rook there, then I'm gonna lose. Then he's gonna infiltrate me. So we gotta think about that. We also can go here. Yeah, that move was expected. So we can go here, but what does he do to protect that? Move the pawn down, maybe? Probably. Let's go here. I think he moves the pawn down here, or he can move the queen to there. He can't move the queen to there, never mind, because then I would just, hit him there, check. No, I think he has to move the pawn to there. Or the rook to there. I guess that works, because that also protects that pawn. All right. Kind of don't want a lot of holes in here. That's really his only vulnerable pawn at this point. So I guess we can double threaten this pawn here as our next act. Then he'd have to move that pawn down. Or the queen to there. Okay, so the queen to there provides the queen some opportunities there. All right, so what do we do? Maybe prevent the pawn from going to there and the queen coming back, maybe? Not sure. Okay. Yeah, queen can go there. See, no, 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 no. Yeah, no, 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 no. Yes, yes, yes. He's got some moves. All right. So then we can win that pawn. I think we still got protection here. Here and here. Yeah, we got, so we can win a pawn, I think, safely now. And I think this is a safe pawn to take. But we do need to be conscious about this pawn right here. That could be a problem. All right, move our rook over. What does he do about that? Can't come here because then I can just take the pawn. Move that pawn up, and it's pinned. That's a thought. Yeah, but I can't do it now because obviously now we'd have a problem. All right, so we are 2 pawns up. We kind of have a problem here. And our queen's kind of out of position. We have a lot of weaknesses. Gotta be careful here. Maybe make it where we can get back to here somehow. I don't know. Not sure what to do here. So this is kind of a wooden shield. This is one we need to think about this a little bit. So where we don't want the queen is to come into here. He can't come. They can't come into there. Yeah, I really don't got any good moves as far as what to do or a good plan to really exploit this point. Thinking maybe since it can't really threaten me. Yeah, queen could come down there though. Pawn. So I guess if it does, I think we might sadly have a draw here. Because this pawn I can't protect. I can't protect everything in this position. Okay, so he did that. Now we have to come here. You can drop the pawn down to then threaten that. Oh, that's a check. Okay. Problem is yeah, there could be some problems here. So let's do this, but then we have to act immediately because there's a pin here. Yeah. There's kind of 2 different pins here. Oh man, what are we gonna do? Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. I'm gonna lose that. Billy, he has to take the rook. Check. Yeah, I lose a pawn here, unfortunately. But if I get out of the pin, he takes that, I can take that with check. And not win the pawn because he's now protecting that. Only one of my best moves. But let's see what he does. Yeah, this is kind of bad. But I can put him in check. And then maybe move the king. No. Yeah, this is not good. Let's win the pawn first. But check. Yeah. And then you would have to take. I'd take. Yeah, what do we do here? Can't put the king in check. Rook's there too. Can't allow the queen to come there with help. So we're gonna have to give back up the pawn. Yeah, this is pretty bad. could be in trouble here. But okay. So what do we do? I think he would move the pawn next, and I could have a problem. Yeah, I have to think about this. This sucks. He moves the pawn here. If I move down and he moves the pawn, that could be trouble. So I think sadly I have to try to go for a draw here. Else I'm trapped. Yeah, we can't go over here because we get trapped and get checkmated. All right. Yeah, sadly we had to use some extra time here and we lost our time advantage to save ourselves from being checkmated after being ahead. Yeah, that pawn move's a bad idea. Oh shit, I just noticed. I'm in trouble anyway. Yeah, it's over now. Yeah. Damn you idiot. You were fucked either way, I guess. One bad move. One bad move is all it took. Yeah, we have nothing to stop him now. Yeah, we can't even go there now. It's just over. Yeah, it's just over. Where the fuck's even the resign button? This fucking computer. There it is. Alright, let's keep going. What a fucking idiot. Up 2 pawns and you fucking do something stupid like that and lose a game. Come on, man. Okay, let's win our pawn early. What do we normally do while we do this thing? Alright. Draw our bishop. Let's... Make sure not to fall for early checkmates. I don't think so. Alright. Take a rook early. Take a pawn early. And let's threaten the queen. Oh, thank you for the queen. Alright. Yay. Alright. 1-1. Same plan. And clumsy. Yeah, they know better. They're gonna just put their pawns out, take the center, which is what you should do. We'll keep attacking. Probably pawn gets moved down, or the knight comes out. Knight probably comes out. Oh, queen. Okay. Yeah, at this point I know that they know, and they know that they know, so. Alright, fine. Sells castle. Alright. Put the rook in front of the queen. Oops, that one. Alright, queen moves over in defense. Pawn could be weak, but they'll just move it over. Let's do that to limit the potential of knight. Watch out for batteries. Okay. They can have that if they want, I guess. Yeah, we kind of made a mistake there. What do we want to do about that knight situation? I don't know. I think I'm gonna move the pawn. the bishop back because I want the knight there. And he's pinning the knight. Still don't think he has anything yet. Okay, got that single protected, so that's fine. Even with moving that knight. All right, we're gonna kick some pieces out of here now. He already knows what I'm gonna do there. Okay. So guess we gotta move our queen over here. Double protect that. Yeah, I don't like that bishop. So let's see what he does next. I think my move's there. So then I simultaneously threaten the queen and the bishop. Oh, but he sees that. So now he's got a checkmate threat there. We're going to say no. Checkmate threat. Got the knight protected there by a knight and a queen, so we're okay there. So let's not allow that to happen. Do not like that bishop at all. Okay. So once again, we got a checkmate threat. But actually, it's not good, but I can't do my plan with moving the knight. So where can the knight go? There, there, and there. Oh, let's see now. So let's do this. Oh, because he'll win the pawn back. And he's going to get, yeah, he'll win the pawn back. But I'm still up one. Okay. So we do got some stuff going on here that's kind of bad. So it's not an immediate threat. Let's go like this. I don't like that bishop. That's interesting. Do we want to take with the pawn? I don't want to take with the pawn. You gotta go for another sacrifice. Okay, threatens there. Then I can move over here. But then we got a problem with that being doubled up, so that was probably not a good move. Matter of fact, I knew it wasn't a good move. Might have to sack back the rook. Yeah, that was not a good move. That was bad move. That was a bad move. But does he? He's gonna put the queen there, and he'll double threaten that, and I can't stop it. Made a bad move. Yeah, that was no good. Oh fuck! Check there. Does he get anything for it? Doesn't. Oh, he does. Take with the bishop. No, he can't. Go here. He actually made the wrong move there, I think. There's a lot of trouble here. A lot of trouble. We got to strike quick. We got to start kicking things out of there. There's a lot of attackers that need to get kicked out immediately. Yeah, he had a move. He had a move to get me. But does he still have a move to get me? Well, puts the knight there. He can double threaten the knight. And I would just have to take. Yeah, that's a problem. All right. Okay, so sadly we got to come over here and do that. How is he going to do with the queen? I think he has to take the trade. I think he has to take the trades. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh. Well. So I think we'll do. Oh. But he puts me in check with a rook take, so I can't. We have to do it this way. But I am threatening the bishop. Guess he can win a pawn. Well, can't. That's right. Because he takes that on him, he could. Because he would be protecting the bishop. No, he can't because I take the bishop. I think he has to take the queen here. I think he does because, yeah. So I'm going to take the queen. I move this down. Okay, yep, that was expected. Now move this to here. I think he doesn't have enough firepower to protect that pawn. So we're going to gain ourselves another pawn. Threatens a rook. That's fine. What's the rook even doing here anyway? Let's move the rook here. Because we don't want to put it there because then it could put the bishop somehow back there. So let's make sure it's protected. Okay. Now, can he do anything with the bishop to protect that pawn? He can't. Let's get aggressive. Let's get rid of his rook by taking that pawn. Yeah, he can't come here. I would take with the pawn. And there's no other way to cover it because that pawn's there. So he loses that pawn. So I'm definitely doing rook takes pawn. Yeah, he's got a while to think about this. So we're gaining some time here. But it's obvious that he loses the pawn. Can he do any counterplay, though? Yeah, he's already down a whole material, so sacrificing the bishop would be a bad idea for the pawn. That wouldn't grant him anything. Moving the pawn down would be nothing. Okay, what does that do? He can threaten the rook, but no, we're gonna move the rook before it gets threatened. There's a good thought though. No, we're gonna take right now. All right, so here's kind of a cool thing. So that bishop, if it takes here, I get a free rook. Let's do this. So the bishops, so it's we can get another piece off the board. He moved it, so we can do this. Okay. And let's move the king down to here. Double protected here. We're not going to win the pawn quite yet. We can slide the rook over to here since we don't have a light-squared bishop anymore and get that protected. Freeing up offensive piece. And we're looking good here, and we're gaining more time. We're about a minute up here, so it's got to make solid moves, and we're going to win this game. Okay, king move. That was probably to. So we're. Yeah, I guess he can protect that pawn now, unfortunately. So maybe we want to go about this a different way. Let's go rook to here. That way the king has to pin itself to protect that. And if it does, we'll slide the rook over. then he can't counter by putting the bishop here. So he'll do it ahead of time. I would take the pawn, but I really don't want the rook here right now. It'd be a bad idea. All right, so while kind of things are frozen here, let's try to eliminate some pawns and simplify things here a little bit and keep this frozen for now. Because we got about a 2-minute advantage, and really we just need to make this a little bit more simple, and so the rook can't attack too many things. So this is a weakness. Yeah, do I want to do that? Well, then he still has the same deal meal too. So thought. Maybe I want to just close this up. I think I'm going to close it up. Why do I want to give him even more stuff he can do? Yeah, that pawn is still hanging. So let's go here. He can move the king to there, unfortunately, now. And he probably will. Oh, there's the rook to there. Okay. Well, then we can move the rook here. All right, so then he goes back to threatening that again. All right, so okay, so if he threatens my rook, we can just go check and get some more stuff off the board. So let's do that. Because yeah, he's obviously going to come in with a bishop. We know that. So let's do check. I think he has to move up. Because then otherwise, yeah, then we're going to do another check. Okay. Let's do this. Since this is even check, let's do this. Because even if he takes with the rook, we can move back down and protect the pawns. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to move back down, threaten the rook, protect the pawns. He can come back down, though, and put me in check. And those pawns are kind of coming over here. We got to be conscious of that. Oh, he wants to trade rooks. No, I definitely want to trade rooks. Okay, so we need to concentrate on getting this neutralized before we move on to anything else. So let's make sure that we take care of this. We can do some waiting moves until the pawn commits and he decides what to do there. Okay, he's pushing the king back. Well, then we're going to push the rook up. So when will he commit the pawn? So now he's committed the pawn. Okay. So now he's committed the pawn. We can now swing over here and attack from the back. Yeah, he smartly resigns. All right. Did good there. We could have solved for some bad traps there. He probably had some opportunities. He definitely had one opportunity to get me. I think those sacrifices were too much. All right, new game. All right, back to doing some Rulli Lopez stuff. Let's see if he knows what to do here. All right, so he's going to threaten that stuff. Do we want to do anything fancy? Yeah, we'll give it one more go. See if we can work some magic. And yeah, we're kind of running out of things to do here. So let's mess up his pawns a little. Castle before we consider doing any other crazy shit. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's actually good that he did that. He could have done some other threats here. Let's go after the bishop. The only thing is it does correct his pawns when I do it. So I almost don't want to do it, but I don't know. Do need to focus that this pawn can get double attacked by the rook, and to be mindful of that. Okay, got that threat there. So, guess we can go after the pawn. We got to be mindful that the knight's going to be kicked. Can't go after. So we got to leave ourselves some squares. So let's do that. And then if he attacks the knight can go to there, and then we can think about making some threats. Okay. Gonna get doubled, so we need to go here. We need to slide the king over because now there's a check there. Possibly. Pawn they're protecting, but that doesn't mean it always will be. So we got to be conscious of a couple things here, making things a little hard on ourselves. Okay. Knight is protected by the queen, so we can waste a move to do this. But we need to get that knight out of there before it's a true target. Yep. There we go. We'll go here. See what he does next. The bishop can still be attacked by the knight. We'll do a turn for that. Also, I guess we got to be mindful of this here. If the queen goes there, there's a battery. All right, knight's kind of getting a little frisky too. So here's a fun thing here. So we might have some. So we can threaten the bishop, I believe, and the knight king. So if we do that, oh, but the knight can then take, fortunately. Oh, no, it can't, because the bishop is protected, so we still win material. And then that'll only be single attack. Yeah, I think we got something here. Does have a check there to get rid of the knight, but we can just take the pawn. But I think we got something here. Think we got something here. Don't like the isolated pawn, but I like the fact that we win a piece. King's going to be a little bit out in the open. What's it going to do? It's going to take the bishop or knight. What's it going to do? So takes with the bishop. We're going to take the they're going to take they might take with the knight or retreat. They take the knight, obviously they take with the rook. Okay. We're definitely doing this. Yep, and we're up a piece or a pawn. Okay. Now we need to hurry up. And we gotta definitely have some initiative along with our advantage here, but we need to strike quick. Probably knight to here and double up the rooks. Need to be mindful that they have a white squared bishop and be prepared to possibly give up this pawn. But in the meantime, let's get out to the attack. Okay. So that comes with a threat. We obviously can't take the pawn. So let's move the knight here. It can take the pawn, but then I will take with the rook. There's also a check here, too, to get out of the pin. So there is that. So if I do the check first, then take with the knight. Yeah, let's do the check first. That gives me different opportunities here. And I'll have to slide the thing forward. Yeah, we can't take with the rook. We definitely need to take with the knight. Yeah, let's take with the knight. It's already double protected, but it is on a light square. We can get a little bit personal here by putting the rook over here. But I think I'd rather double the rook up first. And let's be conscious of the king. Let's be conscious that there's a light square battery there. That could cause some problems. Okay. And that's double threatening that. That's not the problem. So we can now threaten, we can threaten a 2-move checkmate here. So now it's no longer, because now he can stop that. But what do we want to do instead here? He could win a pawn. Gonna win a pawn. That's no big deal, I guess. In the grand scheme of things, it's not an important pawn. So let's go down to here. Yeah. Okay, but if he takes that knight, oh, it doesn't stop it. Yeah, he can come back here to stop. All right, so there's a problem here. There is a problem, so we need to shift the rook over to here. Yeah, we need to do something about that soon. It's good to be the extra piece up so we can defend this. But this threat's gonna be an issue here. We got to react to it. Or we've definitely got to counter this. He's got a decent counterattack. Got this queen to protect the battery. Okay. So what does that do exactly? Don't think it does anything. I think we need to just threaten the bishop, make it be a deciding piece. Okay. So what do we want to do here? We still have an issue though, because we need to. Yeah, this knight needs to get involved here somehow. Till then, it's actually the piece down is not recognized. It was kind of complicated. Yep, queen's being threatened now. Does suck that we're have to move into a pin now, but we will. Yeah, we need to get that knight somehow involved in all this. Wow, it's kind of out of position. But we do get a threat here, so we can't move these rooks from here. Or we got a checkmate at this point. Well, that's the good news. We need to just keep this formation and keep our water. And slowly try, yeah, maybe knight here, then here. Things are pretty complicated for him too, so he's now about 3 minutes down. Okay, he's moving a pawn to prevent the checkmate, so let's prove our position while he's doing that. Queen is hanging. But I don't think I necessarily want to go after the queen. I think I want to just make my stuff more protected. And then once it's woo, kind of nasty. Okay, so we gotta think about this. What if he takes there and I take there? And he actually has a way to win a queen. That's bad. We don't want that. So he has 4 attackers. I have 3 defenders. That's no good. Yeah, that's bad. So we can't put it there. We gotta go here. Now we're okay. Luckily, we had that resource. Oh, he can have that pawn. Let's get rid of a rook. About it. And we take, and yeah, that's kind of still pinned here. Let's move back down to where? We got to go here because you still have 3 attackers. And I have 3 defenders. Still difficult. Still not over. We did have to give a pawn up there, unfortunately. And we do got to keep that pawn there because obviously our queen's repinned. But you can slide the queen over to here. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Go to here because now we got a discovery possibility. Okay. Takes. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong. Yeah, it's straight down. That's straight down. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Yeah, let's straight all the way down. I have an advantage. I'll trade even just with the extra knight. All right, so he's got to move that pawn. So trick is to keep making threats with the knight. So knight here. Now he has to move the pawn somewhere, and one of these 2 pawns gets taken. Yes, we take this pawn, and we take this pawn, and let's go here. So then we force, we force this trade, and we win that pawn. Eventually. Okay, now we move the king. Make sure that he can't get down here to take this pawn. So the king needs to go there to protect that square. Now the king cannot not make it through. Yeah. Then we got a fork here. And you still can't approach that pawn. So we need to keep our stuff just like this. And he has nothing he can do. He can't get to the pawn because it's protected there. Now we need to just make this pawn keep moving, and then we'll eventually win that. Yep, it's a resignation. All right, we did pretty good there too. See what happens when I click this. See if we can get a free evaluation. All right. What was our great move? Yeah. I knew that was the correct move all along there because we talked about that, and that was dead obvious. We spotted that. We had that plan immediately, and we knew what we were doing, so that's cool. All right. So obviously, we did a bad one there. It was a mistake. We had a blunder right there. How could that have been capital? So it wanted me to move the pawn there. So by moving the knight there, how could I have been exploited? Show the follow-ups and see how it could have been exploited. So do. Oh, he would have took that. That would have been horrible. But if he takes that, then I would take the queen. Obviously. Oh, but I can't. I have to take the bishop because then he takes the queen. Yeah, that's bad news. Yeah. But we did good after that. Luckily, he did not spot that mistake, and he made a couple of his own. Obviously, leading to that trade that basically ended the game. Do we want to play anymore? Do we want to play anymore? Yeah, let's do one. One more, I say. One more. Yeah, we don't got to pay for one, so that'll be the only analysis I can do. But yeah, let's do one more. Hopefully we do good. All right, same deal. Do our usual Owens to hopefully get up to pawn early on. Okay, there it is, trying to checkmate me again. I know. I ain't falling for it. He ain't doing that. Okay, threaten the queen. With a double attack here, so the queen has to go back to here, I believe, or here. So the pawn's double protected. What I normally like to do here, as long as the knight's not out here to try to attack, is I usually try to then be aggressive and take this shit out. You're not going to give me the free pawn, then I'm just going to go after him and take the center. Yep, we're going to do. Yeah, and I've been shown an analysis to move to block with the knight being the best move. Yeah, these are things I've seen before. All right, so move the pawn. So I wanted to make a decision, not just sit there. So make a decision. Want the knight for the bishop. Okay, gotta go here. No pawn here to deal with the knights. That's good. I don't like all these pieces hanging around my king over here, so let's force it to make a decision, and we might even castle the other direction. Yep, I'll take that trading as well. Now we got the bishop here, and it's got knights. So what you want to do is on the bishop pairs, you want to keep the board open. That's where bishops thrive, is an open board. So as much as I want to double pawns, I don't think I want to do that. Okay, knight's going back there to probably shuffle over. Take this opportunity to make our king safe. Let's limit the activity of the knights. Get pawn here. Also, we need to, but let's do that to connect the rooks. Also, that bishop can now work as a discovery. Oh man. Yeah, I don't like that. So I think we're gonna make double isolated. That's what we're gonna do. Now that'll be a permanent weakness. Okay, and then we're just gonna work on attacking the double isos. Let's claim this first, and then we'll go on the attack for the isos. Knight can go here, but then it doesn't. Yeah, I guess it can also go there. Okay. Wants to trade the rooks there. It can. Okay, we'll do that. Because I think I have a better position. Also, I have now access to the 7th rank. Okay, use that. So we can actually now go here and threaten that pawn. I think it has to put the rook there to protect. Yes. Okay. Now we need to continue on the attack. Let's move the queen. Yeah. And now let's see. What do we want to do here? Nope. You can go. Just trying to look at that knight. See where it can go. I don't think the knight's gonna be a factor. So let's double up here. How about it? Oh, there's a check here. So we should have gone there. Yeah, that was a oops. Oops. Very bad. Okay. Well, yeah, that's no good. That was dumb. But we can win 2 pawns. That's too bad. Yeah, let's just win 2 pawns. Yeah, that was bad. I should have moved the queen there, and I could have got out. But we'll just trade 2 pawns, and it's kind of a sacrifice. We got 2 passed pawns now, and all it has an extra. It has an extra knight. We're also threatening this pawn over here, so it has to use the queen to protect that pawn. I don't think he has an attack right at the moment. So in the meantime, we can push some pawns, see what we can do, or let's see what happens. See if he opts not to protect the pawn. So we're now going to take another free pawn. Yeah, he's thinking defense, and I'm thinking offense. Oh, we're protecting critical pawns here. I think we need to just start pushing pawns. You want to trade? I don't want to trade yet. If you want to trade me, take a pawn first. I'm going to take a pawn first. Yeah. Okay, so he's up a piece. I got 4 extra pawns. And that could matter. That could matter. So let's push. Yeah, probably shouldn't have done it that way, but I don't want to give up the pawns. Let's do this. Can your knight make it there in time? Knight. No, he can't. He can't take that trade. I think I queen on that. Knight, he's not there yet, and I take the pawn, and I take with the pawn, be pawn. Knight, pawn would already be there. Yeah, he can't stop the pawn. He takes that trade. All right. So then he can do a check if he wants, but we're just gonna keep pushing pawns. Okay. Knight's coming. Yeah. This is kind of cool. So simultaneously, I can threaten a rook and the knight. The only problem is my king can now be put in check. So we got to move our king first. See if he allows this to be on the board. Oh, that doesn't work, because then he can still get it with the knight. Let's move the pawn up. We got time. Yeah, we got time. Okay. All right. So what does it do next? Nothing. We'll threaten the knight. We do have time, so we should probably take some time to think about this. Okay. Fortunately, it is threatening that pawn. But it can't go after the pawn with the rook because I can move there. Let's move the rook here. Let's advance this pawn. And put our rook here. Can't go back there to threaten that back pawn again. That actually is pretty clever, I gotta admit. That's pretty clever. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, we gotta go here, unfortunately. Yeah, that wasn't very good. So here and here, but what can it do in the meantime? Oh, threatens it forks the rook in the thing. That's unfortunate. All right, so we're gonna give up those pawns. We're gonna take its pawns in the meantime, I guess. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Yes, it took that. We'll take that. It'll take that. So can't protect that pawn though. Can't attack that pawn though. But I can put the king in check. So what do? We go here. Still like my odds. All right, well, it's pinned. So we can't do anything quite yet. Wait, what the? Oh, boy. Now it's not pinned, but I can just take it. Take it. No, if you want that pawn, you can have it. You can have it if you want. You're just wasting your time. Get in front of the pawns. The rook can't attack me. Keep moving them pawnies up. And your rook's too far away. And your king's too far away. We can just take our time with this. What the hell? It froze. Froze. Well, what the fuck? It froze. That's great. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh my god, you froze. How can you do that? That's no good. That's no good.
Now let's reload it real quick. That's no good. Froze application. That's great. Come on, hurry up. I'm working on it. Is it going to load back up? Of course not. How do I get that game? Just can't, I guess. Guess I'm fucked. That's great. That's why I don't do this. Because my computer just fucks me up. One game and I can't do anything. I can't do anything. It just won't let me. Yeah, it just won't let me get my game back. Oh, okay. Thank God. Okay. Stupid thing anyway. How stupid, you're trying to play a game and it fucking freezes on you. No, I'm not gonna stalemate your king. Get a fucking life. Nope, not stalemating the king. I could have just checkmated by... Stupid thing anyway. Damn it. Oh, wait, but I wouldn't stalemate. It still has here if I take it, so we're just gonna take it. I can still move down there, so I've got a stalemate situation, and then it's over. There we go. Alright. I think we're done before something else crashes, but we did pretty good today. Did pretty good. So, let's check our stuff. Go home. Click on this. Rapids now up to 1372. We did pretty good today. We won 4 in a row. And then we lost our first one of the day just being dumb as usual, but yeah, we did good today. Thank you all for the very few that watch, and have a good one.